The voyage to immortality is about to begin. No matter the challenges ahead, stay focused. And no guts, no glory.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Brandon and Eve here, back from Dolphin Quest and stuff, and it's been a while, just like the last video we made.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, basically, we're doing an update video type of thing, and we wanted to talk about a couple things that we did, and it'll mostly be in picture form and stuff like that, but we're also going to talk about stuff not in picture form as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we wanted to talk about was Dover Comic Con, which is something that we probably should have blasted a little bit more online, but once again...
You did.
We should have done it more online, and...
Brandon should have.
No, I totally did some. I was like, hey, people... Go
I actually made a
Dover
video
Comic-Con.
about it, so...
Yeah, that is true. Anyway,
regardless.
it was Dover Comic Con in Delaware, and I think it was a pretty big success. We're both amateurs when it comes to the Smash community, and when I say amateurs, I mean we're not really in the Smash community, but the people
We're
that
adjacent to it.
Yeah, we're adjacent to it, but like the people that we met there were actually really cool people. Some of them were more casual players, others are tournament players and everything. So that was nice. But we did a tournament. And everyone had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was funny because coincidentally our tournament was hours before a Smashadelphia event. Because we were talking to one guy and he's like, oh yeah, no, if I wanted to play, I have my controller in my bag, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, what we're going to do is put up the pictures of the winners, and because they did a really good job.
Yeah, it was
and they smash good.
Yeah, I think everyone had a lot of fun. We definitely want to bring it back for next year's Dover Comic Con, and we're also going to try and get 2 booths next year, because we wanted people to actually be able to see what they're playing. Unfortunately, with how the setup was, and we also barely took any pictures of anything just because it was so busy. There were so many people coming by.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really have enough room for people to, sit there and watch. But people, in the last couple, the last, final, exhibition match, we had the big TV playing, so then people were allowed to, or were able to actually see stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah, so we did learn a lot of things. So before the event and everything, I was like, oh, why are people so stuck on CRT TVs? One of the, I guess veteran players, you could say, kind of showed me the big difference with it and stuff. So we kind of learned from that. So we're probably going to look to getting more of those types of TVs for next year because...
Yeah, but what's interesting, though, is these professional tournaments use flat screens, though.
They do,
HDMI
but they're
flat
special. There's certain types of TVs.
They use the HDMI adapters, like the Eon one for the GameCube.
Yes.
I'm not going to spend $125 per GameCube, though, so they're very expensive. I mean, I have my upscaler that we use for the Elgato, but there's $20, and I think it works okay. But I don't think we'd really be able to use it for Smash.
Yeah, that is true. But, there's improvements that we're going to make. There's things that we learned and stuff, but it was a really fun learning experience. It wasn't like this went so bad that if we don't learn from this, we're screwed. So, basically what we're planning on doing for next year is putting it together so that there's 2 booths on the side of each other, and it's going to be a table long ways, and I think we should be able to fit a lot more players. But despite the fact that we had a limited amount of space, the tournament went really quick.
I think
it was like an hour and a half maybe it took to get through the entire thing, and we
also had at
14
least
players.
No, I thought we had more than that because there was 14 brackets. I think we had 30 players because we had people jump in later.
Yeah, that is true. So
plus kids. There was 4 kids that... Because we had a separate little kids tournament. Yeah. And that was good because the entire time there was only 1 kid signed up until the very end. So then, I was going to have to throw him with the older kids and the adults and stuff like that. And that kind of would have sucked because, obviously he's not at that level. But there were other kids that got a chance to play and everybody seemed happy with the prizes we gave out, sort of.
Yeah, and also, so we did sell some of our extra stock that we had and everything like that. So It's definitely been piling up. I know we haven't done an update in a while, but there are certain things we did sell, and for decent prices too. For instance, I was just gonna say, yeah, we actually sold a copy of Fire Emblem for like $80, just because, when we were doing that, like the people would even say, "I'm surprised your prices are so low," and that's why we told them, listen, this all goes back into the channel, but at the same time, we're collectors. It's a lot of the games we aim ourselves to get for a pretty low price.
Yeah,
and so we're not going to turn around and sell something for full price, or God forbid more than full price, just because it's a convention.
Another thing that we like to factor in is we don't have a retail store, which, funnily enough, though, people kept asking, where are you guys based out of, where are you located? It's like, we don't have a brick and mortar store, this is just my stuff, it's from my car and my storage unit.
Yeah, exactly, so there's not much overhead.
Yeah, exactly, so like, I know
a
lot of the guys that are collectors and also own video game stores like price things a certain way, just because yes, they are paying for electricity, for the store location, for all that stuff. It's like me, I just have these extra games piled up. I'm not trying to cheat anybody. I'm literally there, let's make a deal, buy multiple things. I need to get rid of this stuff so we have more room for other things, because I don't know, do we want to talk about like the we went back to Columbus and we actually got tons of good stuff?
Yeah, actually, so I've started doing a little bit of collecting for like the original PlayStation and stuff like that. So, we went back to the Columbus Farmers Market, and I'm actually going to let Eve talk about this because she remembers it more than I do.
I also took pictures too. So
yeah, exactly.
So there'll be pictures of the stuff we picked up.
Yeah.
But what was nice is we came across a lot of stands that were outside that literally had all random types of retro games, but it's like $3, $1, oh, here's loose games, $2 a disc, and there was like some actually legit good stuff in there. I'll show a picture of the stuff that we picked up, but I also picked up some anime as well. But yeah, there was like a lot of good stuff, and it's funny because that was one of our first videos we made, was going to Columbus, just because I had heard that there was good stuff to be found, but when we went, the weather wasn't very nice, and it was the beginning of summer, I think. But yeah, so some cool stuff there, and we also saw airsoft guns for like $5, which is funny.
Yeah, because
it makes me think in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was definitely a good time, and we that's just the type of stuff that we do for the collecting. We don't want to pay full price ourselves, and if we do sell stuff, it's not going to be sold for full price, basically.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Cheap Ass Gamer, so I'll link that stuff if you guys don't know about it. But that's the stuff that I follow for current games to find out when they have discounts and deals, like at Amazon or Best Buy or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like, despite the fact that Cheap Ass Gamer isn't giving us any money, you guys should still go check him out, because he is
yeah, and they also literally give away giant like bundles. Like they're at PAX right now, and you could win like a Switch bundle, the Spider-Man PlayStation that's coming out, or you can win a copy of Deal or No Deal for the DS.
Oh man, who wouldn't take that one?
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we aim to kind of be like that. When we do these events, we are usually giving away stuff for free. Like, I mean, Brandon was literally giving my things away for free. He's like, "Oh, here, you're looking at this item. Here, just take it."
It was candy.
No, I know. No, I know, but like that's what we do. We just normally do stuff like that. It's like, "Oh, you're looking at one game? Here, buy one game, and I'll give you 2 other ones."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it technically helps us anyway, because we do have kind of a lot of stuff. I mean, even after the event, we still have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because we had to collect all those TVs.
Yeah, exactly. So, also another thing that we learned, like, people are really after cartridge games a lot, which,
yeah, a lot of people were asking for Nintendo 64, and it's like, I used to have that stuff. I sold all the good games for $1 each because I didn't know any better, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, when it comes to that type of stuff, I mean, it would be nice to kind of have a stock of that, but the only reason why, though, would be for people that are asking for it, just so that, they, don't walk away, like, feeling like, they weren't able to find it.
Yeah, because
most people were, though. Like, we sold a couple, like, fairly big ticket things, so...
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we even sold a system. A lot of people were asking for that, but it's like, if you want to buy this, you're going to have to wait because I had to set up everything. So, I mean, like, next time I'll actually put together some bundles with the games and the systems. But what I was going to say is I've been buying lots occasionally, so then I get stuck with, like, Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that. And if there's any good games that we like, I would, of course, keep them. But I don't really have the room for this stuff right now. I think in the future we might, but you know, right now we're just sticking to like what we collect, and if there's any extra stuff, that's the stuff we're selling. We're not really going out of our way right now to buy the extra games just because one person has mentioned, "Oh, hey, do you have this?" and then we never see that person again.
Yeah, true. But yeah, also another thing is like people were impressed with the fact that like we just had so much variety of GameCube stuff, because usually when you go to stands, like they don't ever have GameCube stuff. Like they'll have a couple things, usually like the bigger ticket items and everything. But yeah, we were like the exact opposite, because we were selling like all GameCube.
Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
I saw like this group of like 3 friends. They were looking for one of the specific SpongeBob games, and of course, it's one of the ones that we only have one copy of because it's actually like a decent game.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like we also had the one guy saying like, "Oh, do you have Star Wars Rogue Leader?" I think
Which we
2?
did have a copy, but we sold either
Yeah.
we only have one copy or we sold it earlier that
Yeah, it was
day,
on the
but-
other side where we actually had the boxed games, and I think someone did actually get it.
Yeah, exactly. They also bought our copy of Spyro for PS1 as well, so that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, that was the first game I ever owned for PS1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll talk about that another time and
Yeah,
everything,
when you-
because this is the GameCube channel, so we'll
What would the
do
what would
that.
the PlayStation channel be?
Huh?
What would you call that? Like the gray. The gray.
I don't know.
PS
Maybe it's real boomer hours.
cracks open white monster, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There was no jump cut there.
Eh.
But yeah, besides that, so the summer was busy. It was a busy summer of work for both of us. We actually didn't really get down to the beach or anything like that too much, which we wanted to do.
Yeah, and I didn't
but
have that much time off because I used it all towards Japan and Miami, but
Still recovering.
yeah. But yeah, so I think also we're probably going to try and do more events like that in the future. I'm currently trying to get something together for Thy Geekdom, if anybody is aware of that. You'd have to probably live locally in Delaware to know what it is.
I mean, it's
But-
in Pennsylvania.
Well, it's in
now,
Pennsylvania
though.
now, but it used to be in Wilmington. But I was talking to the guy that runs it and saying like, hey, we've set up this Smash tournament before and it went over really well. And he's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. But apparently, like, I think Smashadelphia is doing their own thing there. So it's like, if we were to do that, we'd probably do like Mario Kart or like maybe even Mario Party or something. Have like mini games just playing the whole entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then another potential place would be Zenkai Con next year. And then maybe even Anime Next. I don't know. But yeah, like I think people enjoy seeing that kind of stuff set up because you don't really expect to see that at this point. You always see like when they do games at anime conventions, they have like Halo playing, and they even have Minecraft and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so more than anything, that's Dolphin Quest for you. Always trying to basically break out of the mold. Speaking of which, tune into our next video and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then we have the same because we have the same clothes.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so I think that's pretty much like most of the update. We do have a bunch of stuff that we would like to show you guys, so we'll probably do yet another video about just stuff we've found in the past couple of months and everything like that. So yeah, look forward to that because
Oh, I forgot to say, we also have a couple of new like followers and subscribers. So one, thank you guys for checking us out after the event. That's awesome.
It really is. So you guys know who we're talking about and everything. It's probably mostly the people that were in the tournaments, but I'm sure there was a customer or two that checked us out.
Yeah.
But, so thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. The one of the biggest challenges we found is getting consistent subscribers.
Yeah, like literally just starting up. We're also at fault for the whole, you don't produce enough content. And it's like, well, life kind of is in the way. of that stuff right now,
but
unfortunately.
we still love doing this. So
Yeah.
even like we're gonna try not to pull a JonTron and disappear for
Yeah, but
years on end.
yes, but he has videos that are, in the millions of views, and we have videos in the tens of views. So
Yeah, exactly.
Little bit of a
But we're
difference.
always coming back. So who likes their job more? Us. The answer is us.
Us. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this video is probably getting pretty long, so if you've made it this far, thank you very much. If you subscribed, thank you even more.
Yeah.
And hey, if you want to subscribe and see more content, because we'll be producing more, then
Yes.
Go ahead and subscribe and everything, and we'll start doing giveaways again, actually, because we do have a
tons of
decent bit
extra
of stuff
now.
So
Yeah.
at this point, like us giving stuff to you is just like reducing our costs of having a storage unit. So
Yeah.
yeah. So besides that, Brandon and Eve from Dolphin Quest reminding you to stay cool.
And don't flip out. See ya.
What you want to do,